Hey guys, just doing another episode of Sports Buzz, and today I want to bring to you the big news and my thoughts about it. Derrick Rose out for the rest of the 2013-2014, likely with a torn medial meniscus in his right knee. The injury first happened against the Portland Trailblazers at the 3:33 mark of the third quarter on Friday night's game. This is last week. The Bulls are in their traditional circus trip for the 2 weeks away from the United Center. After looking at the replay of the injury, I was unable to see the actual play in real time. It appeared there was a non-contact injury. It appeared that Derrick was just attempting to make a cut, either on offense, it looked like, but it looked like more likely after a turnover, and he was going the other way. After the game, Derrick Rose was spotted leaving the arena on crutches, and it was rumored on Twitter right then and there that he had torn his right ACL in his right knee and would be out for an extended period of time. Obviously, those rumors proved to be right in the fact that he will be out for a while. Of course, I believe he has a right torn MCL in his right knee. So that I believe was a 8 to 10 week injury if everything goes well. But of course, we all know Derrick Rose's injury history and his body. Of course, last year he sat out after tearing his left ACL in the 2011 playoffs versus the 76ers, and the Bulls subsequently lost that series, I believe. A lot of speculation with it, though, because halfway through the year last year, after rehab, he was cleared to play by team doctors, by independent doctors, and did not come back to the team. Although the team was in a playoff spot, and they did make the playoffs. He just didn't feel right. Apparently, I believe he said at that time he was 80%. He wanted to get to 100 to 110%. Did not feel like he was there. Although he was seen to be practicing and was one of the best practice players and was dunking in pregame warm-ups, but of course practice and pregame is not the actual game. He comes back this year with the return hashtag without the hype. Plays excellent in the preseason. Seems to be outrunning the competition. Faster than anyone else, stronger than anyone else. His vertical seems to have grown by a bunch for sure. And I was hyped as a casual NBA fan, and there's a lot of hype in Chicago. This team is going to go somewhere. When the actual season started, however, things didn't pan out so far. He sat out a couple games really, really early on. I think the first couple weeks with a sore hamstring, and since then, and since the start of the season rather, he's been shooting a poor 35.4% from the field. Of course, in the offseason, he was rumored to have worked on his three-point shooting. That did not pan over for sure. Over the last couple games, however, on the circus trip, he has been playing pretty good. Had 19 points in a loss to Denver last week. Had 20 points before he was injured in the game versus Portland in the third quarter, as I just said here. But the bigger picture, what will this injury do for Derrick Rose? What will it do for the team? For the team, first of all, I think the Bulls this season are done. Unfortunately, there's a lot of injuries. The team, I believe Jimmy Butler was injured a couple weeks ago as well. The team just has not looked good. You have Joakim Noah, who has not looked particularly good. Boozer has not looked particularly good as well. This is the whole team, an all-around effort. So I think that will affect the team this year, and of course the window of opportunity for the Bulls will change because I believe Boozer, the Bulls will try to buy him out after this year. He is getting older, has not performed particularly well, has been very inconsistent, I guess you want to say, in the last couple of years. So that opportunity is closing for Boozer for sure, in my opinion. As far as going in the future, this makes the Bulls as a team very unsure. I mean, you got a guy who had a serious injury last year, was out all of last year, now is looking to be out this year. I mean, what are you going to do going forward? Are you going to trust him? I mean, you're not going to trade him. I've seen on Facebook some people saying, I mean, yes, at this point, you just have to wait it out on him. You definitely have a backup plan. Like a guy like Nate Robinson, who they let go, it would seem to me would be perfect in this situation. I do like Kirk Heinrich, and he's a casual fan, but he's getting older. And what are you going to do? You have Jimmy Butler, of course. You've got guys you've drafted, whatnot. But I don't know. I just feel that they need to shore up that position, have a backup plan ready, because you never know. And this is exactly what we're seeing in the NFL. Actually, kind of compares to the Aaron Rodgers situation in the Green Bay situation with Matt Flynn yesterday and Scott Tolzien and all that. You need to have a backup plan, and this is definitely what the Bulls need to look forward to in the future. Derrick Rose, his future is kind of up in the air right now. We don't know. He looked good in the preseason, I said before. And the regular season did not pan out. I don't know, because the level of competition was obviously a lot higher. So he, just was not able to. He was just rusty. Did not look good at all. And I don't know. I just feel that hopefully after this, after the surgery, which will be today, I think it was going on right now with the team physician Brian Cole as the operating doctor. I hopefully feel that he comes back stronger than ever. I mean, I know I've said this before in the past, and I'm sure in another video. I hope he comes back. I hope his vertical is higher. I hope he's stronger. I hope people don't rush him this time, and I don't think they will. I mean, obviously there's frustration for sure, and I can definitely see that. Because you want your star player on the floor, you want a competitive NBA team. If you're a Bulls fan, if you're an NBA fan, you want to see Derrick Rose on the floor. You want the highest competition available, and this is definitely not it. But Derrick Rose, I think if he, I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to push himself to come back this time and will be stronger than ever. Kind of like a guy like AP, who we've seen last year come back, and RG3, who has been struggling. They're pushing through their injuries. RG3 is now. AP was last year, but I think he will come back. I don't know about the window of opportunity, though. That's the only thing. I think the Bulls, they have to restructure themselves. Maybe if they do not do good, I'm not suggesting them tank, but they will have a better chance at a higher draft pick. And I know that's not exactly what Bulls fans want to hear, but I think that's possibly could be their best option. Just get a high pick and go from there. Because you may lose a guy like Luol Deng after this year, and you just don't know in the NBA. So yeah, I mean, Derrick Rose is only 25 years old, and I hate to bring up that Greg Oden situation of being a bust. I absolutely hate it, but that kind of crossed my mind, especially as I'm reading the reports, hearing the reports this morning. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this episode of Sports Buzz. My thoughts on the Derrick Rose situation. Again, he will likely be out the rest of the 2013-2014 with a torn MCL in his leg, in his right knee rather. That's it, guys. What do you guys think of Derrick Rose? What do you think of the injury? Do you think he'll come back stronger than ever? What do you think the Bulls should do in the future? What do you think Derrick Rose should do in the future, maybe to prevent an injury? Do you think the Bulls should trade him? What are your opinions? Please let me know below. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Elmer Corner. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Sports Buzz.